bus driving. So my guest today is great to have you here. How are you feeling today?
Feeling good.
You're feeling good.
I
How's your
think
day
so.
going?
My
How's
day,
your day going?
honestly, my day has been boring because usually I don't get off, so I have a whole week off. So I'm thinking of what to do during the week.
During the week. But you know what? I wish I had that problem. I'm not gonna lie. I would really like a whole week off where I don't have to think, oh, my vacation hours. Well, what am I going to use my vacation hours
What
to
to
do
do.
now? But how was the drive down here? Like, how was it getting to this location? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. There was a bump. Like, did you see like there was a pothole when you're yeah?
Oh, where from?
I think by the roundabout coming in,
Oh,
it was like a big hole. It was when I was getting so close, I didn't look. I saw the big hole. I said, "Wow."
potholes, man.
Honestly.
So we're going to do something I have tagged Reddit Court. Why nobody wants to be a bus driver?
I feel like most people feel like the job is, apart from the fact that the pay is not as much,
Mm-hmm.
some people are not, mm, let me say, the fact that you have to be with kids, because you know how kids are at that age, they're like, they will be stressing you, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then driving alone is stressful. Then
True.
driving with kids,
With kids,
a
it's
lot
just
of
an
kids is added stress.
added
Yeah.
stress that nobody really wants. But I'm
Wants,
going
yeah.
to read this. So this is from, I believe, someone who lives in the UK,
Okay.
and he just got offered a job for like bus driving. I think this is more public bus driving than like actual kids
Oh.
school bus driving.
Okay.
So someone answered and was like, the hours aren't for most people. 4 hours of work, but it's separated by 4 hours of nothing, and it takes up your whole day. Is that true for the kind of driving you do?
Yeah, it's also true for my like the way ours is. So like in the morning, it depends on the route you're taking. So the
Mhm.
route you're driving. So some routes could be like 1 hour, some routes could be like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Some routes could be like 2 hours, 30 minutes, some routes could be like 3 hours. So depending on the kind of route that you get.
You get
So if like your route in the morning is 3 hours, your route in the afternoon is 3 hours. So like you're working 6 hours in a day. So
Mhm.
in between, I think in between maybe you have like, it depends on when you start and finish.
Mm-hmm.
So for like me, I start very early, like 6.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is that we normally do like a pre-trip like inspection of the bus
Mm-hmm.
to make sure the bus is in good condition before we take it out and pick up the kids.
Okay.
So the way it works, if the hours, so let's say 3 hours, then maybe so you'll be done by like, okay, you start, maybe you leave base by like 7. So by like 10 you're back. Then you go home from 10 till maybe like 1 p.m. So that's like 10 to 1 p.m. That's like 3 hours.
That's about
Yeah,
3 hours.
3 hours.
Someone else said pay. Really simple as that. They said my hourly rate is pretty decent, but there's just not enough hours available at my terminal. So it works for my family since my kids are in school, and the money I miss out on is less than I would pay for childcare if I had a traditional 9 to 5. That's what the person says. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree somewhat with it. I feel like, oh man, I'm not a parent, so I don't even
Okay,
the,
fair
the
enough.
fact of
Fair
childcare.
enough.
I don't know about that part. But like I've not spoken to like so many bus drivers that like do like public like GRT.
Yeah.
So I only know for like schools.
Mhm.
So for like schools, most people like, I feel you have more time at home with your kids and all of that, and also we're allowed to like bring our kids to on the bus.
Mhm.
So let's say maybe your kid maybe is like one of the schools on your routes, like maybe his own school is on the route too, so you can just pick your kid, drop them off. So yeah, you have time with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. That's like fact of convenience. So somebody else commented like against, well, not in support of what the other guy said.
Yeah.
Person was like, I wasn't aware that nobody wants the job. The pay isn't fantastic, considering that we could lose our medical clearance or CDL or certification without much warning. We should get paid a premium. That's another issue that I'm going to talk about during the course of this interview, because I was curious if you guys need any kinds of certification, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
And this person says, I work early and late, but I get my errands run during the midday, so it's all good here. I know plenty of drivers pulling 40 hours most weeks. Now, getting your errands done, being able to get your errands done midday, to me, it's the best because that's when everybody else is at work. So if you want to do like your
Really
groceries
shopping and
or
all that.
like you want to go to anywhere that you just fancy, it will be empty and it will really be just you.
You don't need to
Yeah.
stress.
You don't need to stress. You don't need to like budget your time or like wait on queues or anything. So that's
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Bus drivers, would you recommend the job? Unsure whether to take a job offer. That's what this is titled. They're offering free training. However, I would owe them £2,500 if I left within 2 years. So I want to consider this carefully before taking the job.
Within 2 years.
Let me hear your opinions first before I read the comments.
If that were the case, I don't think I would take it.
Really?
Yet within 2 years, like, what if something changes? I get a better offer, like within 1 year, something that okay, especially like if I'm a family man now, I have kids. I'll be thinking that a better job, better paying, will support them and all of that. So honestly, I feel like 2 years is like a contract, basically.
Yeah.
So if you know, like, if you know you are not gonna be able to like save up the money that they're gonna ask for in case you need to change your job or all of that, I feel you shouldn't take the job in the first place.
What if like you just mentioned the person could possibly get a better paying job,
Yeah.
right? What if that better paying job he then discusses with them that he's under a certain contract where he
Yeah.
must pay $2,500 to break the contract, and then the new employers agree to give him the 2,500, but you now owe them the 2,500 later.
Honestly, I think if that were my case, I'll take it.
You think okay?
I will take it.
Okay, so this is what one of the commenters said. As an ex-bus driver, I'd rather in my hands and clap than do the job again. I've listed the key points as to why. Number one, controllers who will push you to do stuff to the point of illegality and only relent when the union gets involved. Number two, long hours with inadequate welfare I think this person meant facilities. Sometimes even none, depending on the depot. My old depot closed the canteen as they couldn't be asked. We may have censored that as well. As they couldn't be bothered to continue running it. Lots of drivers spend their break on the buses. Number three, abuse from passengers. I once got spat at and left the cab to throw the passenger off the bus. I'll let you guess who got into the most trouble. Number four, buses that are held together with the prayers of Jesus. But if you flag the that was funny. But if you flag the defects, you're classed as a troublemaker. Number five, pay that doesn't reflect the work you do. We had to fight tooth and nail to get a slight increase. Once we did, they cut other things to pay for it. Managers that have no backbone. You will not get backed if something happens. You are immediately classed as being at fault, even if you aren't. To summarize, I would rather let Jimmy Savile babysit my kids than recommend the job to anybody. Jimmy Savile is not a good person. So what think you of this person's very passionate disapproval of the job?
I feel the person is very valid. It's very valid because I work like mine. I'm a school bus driver, so I'm with children. But I've been on like the public transport GRT, and sometimes the way some people treat the drivers, I'll be like,
My dear.
I hope this is never gonna be my case
No.
honestly, because even like as a school bus driver, like
Yeah.
you may meet some children that may try to, but at least,
Something.
but
Do the parents ever
no,
try to get agitated?
some parents do, but like in certain situations, like if that's why you have to like be trained in conflict management and all of that. So like you should know how you're going to resolve the situation without making it escalate any further. Yeah. So for me, like I've had a situation that maybe I'm meant to drop a child by like 3 p.m. So because maybe there's traffic and all of that, so I'll drop my child by like 3:25 and all that. So the parents maybe gets on the bus and be like, "Oh, why are you coming so late?" Then I'll be like, "Oh, that there was traffic. This is construction season, so explain it carefully, like peacefully with them, so they'll like understand where you're coming from." So
and I mean, it's Canadians. They're usually a bit more easygoing than the average North American. To be fair. we have two sides of a story. Here in Canada, in fact, here in Ontario, in Peterborough. So, this happened to me when I was taking the number 6 from George at Sadlier House. I was heading to my workplace and needed to get off at Sherbrooke at Monaghan so I can transfer to the number 8. I pulled the wire to stop the bus, but the driver kept driving. When I told him, hey, your siding stop, he replied, just get off on the next one. Keep in mind, I needed to get off at the previous stop, otherwise, I won't be able to catch my bus to transfer to. I kept asking about my bus that I'm going to miss because he didn't stop, and he told me, just shut up and get off at the next fucking stop. I told him to talk to me politely, and he had no right to use vulgar language in a bus full of people. He stops the bus at the next stop and tells me to fucking get off my bus. I was pretty saddened by it as I'm a student and the bus transit is our only way of getting around town. I just wanted to reach out to the community and ask if I can report this incident somewhere as I don't want these idiots ruining other people's lives too. For information, this happened in the number 6 that departed at 9:10 a.m. from Trent on Thursday. Stay safe out there. What do you think?
I feel the bus driver had no rights to like tell her that, like saying that, oh, I should just get off the next stop. Like, who told you that the next stop, the bus I'm gonna be needing to go to where I'm going, is
It's
gonna
going
be
to
at
stop
that next
there.
stop? It's not gonna like so. I have to start walking maybe like depending on where the next bus is gonna be, maybe 5-10 minutes. Like that was not planned for. So maybe if I'm in a hurry to get somewhere, like that's just messing up my whole plans.
100% agree. Now, somebody, one of the commenters advised him to report to Peterborough Transit, like on their feedback site. Another commenter asked him, was it this guy? Because he tells a different story. I am sick of these entitled brats on the number 6. Thursday morning, 9:10 a.m. departure from Trent. I'm hauling a packed bus through traffic, and some kid pulls the cord at the absolute last second for Sherbrooke and Monaghan. I'm already past the stop. I'm not slamming the brakes and sending 20 people to the hospital just because you weren't paying attention. I told him to get off at the next one, but he starts hovering over my shoulder, screaming in my ear about a transfer while I'm trying to merge a 40-foot vehicle. You want to distract me while I'm driving? You want to act like a victim because you missed your stop? Get the hell off my bus. I don't get paid enough to be lectured by some student who doesn't understand how physics works. You missed the stop, walk, shut up and get out so I can do my damn job. There you go. So who do you think is in the right between the driver and the student?
If the driver spoke to the student like that, he's partially in the wrong. But the student is very much in the wrong.
Yes.
Because there's no way you are pressing that thing in the last minute and you're
Yes,
expecting him to stop at no, it's not possible. Like, especially let's say the road. If the road is a 60 km/h road, it's not possible. You don't expect him to stop like if he stops like that, either he causes an accident or people in the bus get injured. Or the bus gets spoiled or something like that. So
And he was
possible.
like, the bus is packed full. So that means maybe people are standing and
Standing
like
and they're
grabbing
holding.
onto. And I know like how hard like you even sway when the bus does stop. So
Yeah.
imagine if it stops forcefully.
Fully.
So you will just it will be a stampede
you
now,
just see a whole pack of people just rolling forward.
falling. So yeah. We are warmer. I'm enjoying this. All right. Talk to us about your educational background.
My educational background.
Tell us as much as you want.
Okay, so before coming to Canada, I had like a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. Then on getting here, I did like 2 certificate programs, one for project management and another one for quality assurance management. And honestly, if I knew the way the job market was going to be, I wouldn't have done any one yet. No, see, when you're coming to Canada, I feel you should look for like, if you want to like do a course, look for a course that you know you can get a job quickly and it's gonna pay you good.
Okay.
And also,
I see what you
if
mean.
let's say you are actually trying to find like a route for PR,
Mhm.
that's another thing. Like you
Mhm.
should like look for a course that you can do that you can
Mhm.
easily get all the things you need within that period.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I understand what it is you're getting out. Getting at. So, um, quality assurance management,
Yeah, quality assurance
project
management,
management,
project management,
and chemical
and chemical.
engineering.
Yeah.
Why the combination of those three specifically? Now, I have like a general knowledge of how like engineers like succeed when it comes to processes
Yeah.
and projects. Like you guys have a better understanding of
Yeah.
things compared to the other engineering fields. I'm not going to lie about that much. So like did something during your chemical engineering undergrad inspire you to then go into project management?
Yes. So what happened was that actually it wasn't. It was during my. Was it during my project man? No,
Was it during your
it
stint at
wasn't. It
UAC
wasn't.
Foods?
USC. Yes, it was actually during my stay at USC Foods. So that was like during my NYSC. So like, uh, what? How do they even? What do they call it in Nigeria? So,
Yeah,
'cause I know it's after we graduate that we do it. So
it's NYSC.
yeah,
Is I
NYSC.
think your place
National,
of training
yeah,
or something like
yeah.
that. PPT.
Yeah, I mean, even-
I forgot. It's an acronym. Yes.
So during my stay there, that when I got there, they told me that I'm going to be like a project management, and I was like, oh, okay. Because when I was in school, I never thought about doing like project management or anything like that.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. So during the internship, I saw that I was enjoying it, like doing budgeting, scheduling, process optimization, all of that. Applying it to like the company, I was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying all of this. Keeping track of like how the projects are going,
Mhm.
like the progress, how it's going, and all of that. Giving reports to like the head officials and knowing, yeah, that's
Okay.
when I knew let me try and go into project management. So that's when I applied
For it.
for it.
Yeah. And right now you only work part time as a school bus driver.
Yes.
Would you say like you stand to learn anything within project management that's going to prepare you for like the industry after like working as a school bus driver?
I feel. Let me see something I can look. Maybe like time management, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I feel almost every job you have to have like proper time management
Very good
skills.
time management because
Yeah.
it's not easy waking up by 6 a.m.
Yeah,
and making sure like you're where you need
Need
to
to
be
be.
for every single like group of
students.
students.
Yeah. Because apart from that, even the pre-trip inspection,
Mm-hmm.
if you get up late, and you're not able to complete your pre-trip inspection, you cannot leave the base and go and pick the kids yet. So you have to make sure like you get there maybe like 30 minutes earlier, because you have to check the whole bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, check every part to make sure everything is functioning properly for
Mhm.
everyone to be safe.
Mhm.
Yeah, before you take it out. So-
And do they pay you for that extra 30 minutes that
Oh
you
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
they
come?
do. Yeah, they do.
Okay, like is this specifically stipulated in the contract or is it like you're working part-time, this is a base salary?
Mm,
Like is there overtime pay, that kind of thing?
oh, there is overtime pay.
Okay.
So if you work, I think more than 40 hours
Mm-hmm.
in a week or more than 80 hours in 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
then overtime. Yeah.
Overtime. And is that charged higher than like your normal hourly pay?
Oh yes, it is.
Oh, how much? How like what is the extra on top? Is it like 0.5 cents? Is it like 50 cents more than
Uh,
regular hourly rate? Is it like $3 more? So and so.
honestly, I can't remember.
You can
I can't
remember. Fair enough. But
Yeah.
like it is higher than regular
Yes.
hourly pay.
Yeah, it's higher
Okay,
than
that's
regular
good.
pay.
That's good. So how do you find the job? I'm very curious. Like were you just searching on Indeed and you're like, what to do? What's to do? Something that's part time but is good.
Honestly, what happened was that I was like, I've been trying to find a job maybe in quality controls, so I applied as a quality control technician,
Mhm.
applied as a project manager, applied as a quality analyst.
To the same
Uh,
company?
No, not to the same company, like different companies.
Okay.
So during that time, I was like, Then was it Indeed? No, I think on LinkedIn. Then I saw school bus driver. I was like, school bus driver. 'Cause I saw it before on Indeed.
Mhm.
Back then when I started applying, I was like, school bus driver. No. let me focus on what I actually want first.
Yeah.
Then when I applied so many times and I got interviews, and at the end of the day I didn't get the job and all that, I was like, let me find something to be doing for now. Then I saw school bus driver pop up. I said, okay, yeah, might as well apply. I
Yeah.
applied and they called me up and said, oh, I should come. Yeah, I did the interview, did the training. I think the training was for like 2-3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh.
That so you do like in-class training. Then after in-class training, you do on-the-road training. Then after on-the-road training, you then do like an exam. So after the exam, then you get your
There's
license.
an exam.
Yeah, it's, let me say, test. Yeah, test exam, the same thing. Yeah. So yeah, so the exam is like mainly on the road. Yeah,
How? And this was for only 2 weeks. So was it like 1 week in class, 1 week on the road?
1 week in class. No, it was like 3 weeks.
Okay, 3
Yeah,
weeks.
so it was like 1 week in class, 2
1 week
weeks
in
on the
class,
road.
2 weeks on the road.
Yeah.
My goodness. Were you scared the first time you had to get behind
the first
wheel?
time I started driving the bus, like the trainer that was with me said, "Oh, the road is a 60." I was going at 30. I said, "Let's take our time, please. Let's take our time."
Relax, please. I
Let's
just arrived.
I just arrived.
I just arrived, please.
Let's take our time. I said no.
Did they like put that Lena sign at the
No.
back for you?
They don't put all those ones. No.
So as people are honking at you as you're going 30, you're on the 60.
No. The most funny, I feel like in this like area like Kitchener,
Mm-hmm.
actually in Canada itself, like I feel whenever they see a school bus, they respect, like,
They do.
yeah, because sometimes even when, like, so we have like a procedure for when we stop by the railway. So anytime there's a railway track, so there's like the ones with X on them. So we have to do like a procedure that we have to stop and all of that. So most of the, I noticed that,
Like you stop and you open the doors.
yeah, stop and open the doors. Yeah. So I noticed that some drivers, they don't know that, oh, that you can actually pass when we're doing the procedure. So whenever we stop by the railway track, you see so many cars stopping behind you. I'm like, wow, I have this power.
I have learned. You guys, I have learned because I was one of the silly cars stopping behind the people. I would just stop and be like, oh my god, children are in the bus. I cannot pass.
Yeah.
I will pass. I will be passing now.
Yeah, because if it's at the railway track, so any time like that, it's not like the ones that you are meant to stop for. So on the bus, there are like two different lights. There's the normal like signal lights at the bottom, like where they are, like at the bottom of the bus. Then there are lights, flashers at the top.
Oh.
If you see the flashers come on at the top, that's when you need to stop.
Okay.
So if it's yellow, if it's red, that's when you need to stop. But when you see like the four ways on at the back, the normal four ways, like the hazard lights, if those ones are on, you don't need to stop. Unless it's a one, like if it's a one lane road.
It's a one way, you have to stop.
So you have to stop to check before you can maneuver out and all that. Yeah.
My goodness. This is new knowledge to me. And now I've learned better bus etiquette. Thank you very much. So what was the interview process like? Like what kind of questions did they ask you? Were there any like surprise questions that you're like, Haba, all this questioning just to come and drive your bus?
Honestly, I wasn't, none of the questions were surprising because it was something I expected. They were like, the questions that they asked me were like, have you ever driven like a bus? Like, have you ever, actually not a bus, because they knew I was a G licensed driver, so obviously I've not driven a school bus and all that. So they asked me like, have you driven children before?
Okay.
Have you worked with children? So they just want to know if you can actually work and handle with children and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can actually drive too.
Okay.
Yeah. So before like after the interview, that's when they would do like a normal drive training. They do like in a minivan.
Okay.
Then after that, yeah.
Oh, so they were slowly introducing you to things. They were like, okay, you drive the car now, or you drive a minivan first.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a minivan, try and drive this bus.
Yeah.
After the bus, now you can drive a trailer. After no, since that's how they want to do it.
It's because like, so in my company, the way our company is, so like there are different like school purpose vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
There is the minivans.
All right.
There are like the minibuses. So in our company has two different minibuses. There's the white buses and the yellow buses. The yellow buses are like the normal school bus.
Okay.
Then the white ones are like wheelchair buses.
Oh,
Yeah.
like accessibility.
Yeah,
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, so
That's very cool.
Yeah, so they have like wheelchair accessibility for my company. Then we have like the big yellows, those big ones. Yeah.
So which one do you drive? The big yellow?
I drive the mini yellow.
Okay.
But when I started, I was driving the big yellow.
Big yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. So like they do they like just assign you any car that's available like every now and again?
No. So what they do is at the beginning of the year they assign you a route.
Okay.
So it depends on your route. If your route is gonna use a big yellow, they'll give you a big yellow that you're gonna use for the whole year. So sometimes they are going to swap it out, like because maybe like for maintenance and all of that. Yeah. So they'll just give you a spare bus to use for the moment when they're like fixing your own bus and all of that. Yeah.
So your route stays the same for every calendar year or for every school year?
Honestly, I don't know if it's already coming.
Okay.
I think I don't know because this is my first year.
Okay.
If by next year they change my route again, I'll be like, okay, yeah, so
Okay.
it's every school year.
Every school year, okay. And the next year is starting when, September?
Yeah, September.
Okay. Got you. One more Reddit court story, shall we?
Okay.
Car runs red light and T-bones school bus with kids on it. Can you imagine that?
Oh wow.
So somebody commented and was like, happens all the time. I drive for a school bus company in Massachusetts. This is the US.
Oh, okay.
People people run our reds because they are heads down in phones. When I started 7 years ago, within days, one of our buses was rear-ended by a Ford Explorer going 35. I'm guessing this might be 35 kilometers.
No, I think it's US is miles.
It's miles. Okay, so
Yeah.
miles. Didn't even try to hit her brakes. She was head down in her phone doing God knows what. I had a Tesla cut me off out of the blue and slam on his brakes because traffic suddenly stopped. He found out how well the back end of a Tesla folds up. Tried to blame me, but buses have dash cams. Is that true? Dash cams built in.
Some, not all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at the minimum, several internal cameras that can also see out of the windows. That's one story. I read that too, really. Another person commented, when I was in middle school, a minivan managed to plow into my school bus head on. I was the only one still on the bus and thought we had a weird patch of ice when I saw the glass spray up. The front right hand mirror fell off of the bus, and the car somehow managed to flip several times and land upside down in a ditch to the left of us. It was annoying as a kid because they wouldn't let me off the bus and walk to my stop, which was about a block away. I had to wait on another bus to show up. My regular driver told me a few days later that the person driving the car, who was fine, had messaged her on Facebook asking her to go back to the wreck and look for some pill bottles that had fallen out when she rolled. Of course, she reported that to the cops immediately, and the other driver was on the news a few days later after being charged with a DUI.
Oh wow.
So is this normal? Does this happen often where people like just have accidents with the bus?
Yeah, I won't say it's regular because it happens. It happens sometimes. Because like you see some people be like, oh, especially during summer. Most people think that like most accidents occur during winter because of snow and all that.
I would think so.
Yeah, that's even I thought so at the beginning, but I learned later that it's not really during winter that most accidents happen. It's during summer because like during summer people think that the roads are clear, all of that, so they'll just be driving anyhow, like speeding and all of that, and be like, yeah, there's no snow that's going to hold my brakes or all of that. Yeah.
They've tried. They've actually tried because me, I thought it would be during winter because during winter was when I saw the most amount of broken down cars.
Oh, yeah.
So like every time I'm on my way to work, I'm seeing a car like parked on the side of the road because something is not going right. And also when I was living here the last time I was here, I think it was the day that we had ice rain, or rather what was it called?
No.
Ice rain. So when I tell you that I slid in front of another sedan, it was a near miss. So my producer Debbie was in the car with me, so I was like, hey,
I think
I can have two bloods on my hands.
I think ice rain is one of the worst ones because like during normal winter, snow is not that bad. Then summer accidents. But icy rain, that one is very crazy because
Yes.
like
Yes.
sometimes in the snow you can still manage to stop,
Yeah.
but icy rain, if you hit the brakes,
Nothing for
nothing
you.
for you because it's
Nothing
ice. You're
for
on
you.
ice. Your tires cannot hold on ice. They
Nope.
can never.
Nope, they cannot.
Yeah.
It's between you and whatever you worship. So I know we've read a lot of comments and we've seen a lot of stories talking about how bad the pay is.
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, from your own perspective, if someone wants to like drive the bus full time, or that's wrong. Yes. Do you feel the salary reflects the stress, the commitment, the patience that it takes to drive the bus, at least as a part time person? Do you think the salary reflects that?
Honestly, I don't feel you should be asking me that question. Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why I feel
Why?
so? Because like I feel I'm lucky. Let me say I feel I'm lucky because the kids I drive,
Mhm.
they are very nice and calm. They don't stress me. So honestly, for me, I can say yes.
What age kids are they?
I drive, like it varies because it's different schools I drive for. So
Okay.
some are teenagers, some are like JK, SK, some are like
What's
grade
JK and
8.
SK?
So like junior kindergarten, senior
Senior
kindergarten,
kindergarten.
yeah.
Okay.
So then some are like grade 8. So different years, but altogether, all my kids, none of them stress me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think
So-
you're
so-
fairly compensated for the kinds of kids
Yeah,
you you receive?
yeah. They are not stressful.
They're
so-
not stressing you
Yeah.
at all. Okay.
The only thing that stresses me is that sometimes that one is a regular thing is
What?
drivers on the road.
Oh, of course.
Even when I'm driving my normal car, the drivers on the road sometimes will just stress you.
Of course. That if someone wants to drive the bus full time,
Mhm.
what certifications do you think would be beneficial? For instance, do you think maybe first aid certification,
Yeah.
or I don't know, like any other? I know, like there's in Canada at least there's like G class drivers.
Yeah.
If you want to like speed up, I don't know, if you want to give yourself the best chance of succeeding in an interview to be a bus driver, is there any other kind of like driving license you want to get that will make your chances better against like other people that are interviewing for the same role?
I feel like if so, the licenses that we need as a school bus, we need like a Class B license.
Okay.
So if you have a Class B license, definitely they feel like, oh, for you to obtain a Class B license, you
You're
have
serious about it.
you've already gone through so much training and all of that, so they will definitely take you. I feel like prioritization, they're going to take Class B, Class C, Class D, E, F. Yeah, before
What's the F?
I think F is for like people that drive ambulances.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they need like a separate one from like the regular people.
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay.
Like people driving ambulances, fire trucks, different, like all of them have different specifications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So first aid certificates, yes.
Oh yeah, if you have first aid and CPR, I feel that's like a bonus added for you. Because they also like they give us like first aid and CPR training,
Mhm.
but it's not like they give us first aid. But if you like have like first aid and CPR training already, like that's a bonus addition for you.
Okay. So we've mentioned multiple times now that like you're working part time.
Yeah.
Are there any other like jobs? What other job are you interviewing for? Just generally in the market for like what kind of positions? I know you've mentioned that you applied for quality assurance technician. You applied for other PM
Yeah.
roles. So is that still what you're in the market for?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm still looking for.
Okay.
Because honestly, I'm still applying
Mhm.
for all those kind of roles.
Mhm.
Then I'm also looking for like other, how do I put it, like other part-time roles
Mhm.
in jobs that could also lead like for like PR parts and all of that.
Yeah.
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 So I'm looking because I'm also like like for summer break is like 3 almost 4 months. So I have to like look for something to be doing within that period.
Oh yeah.
Because even though like we may not be getting as much hours as we usually get. That's the only thing.
Oh.
Yeah, during summer break. It's not like you won't be getting hours at all. It's just that sometimes you may not get as much because apart from like driving kids, we also do like charters. So charters are like people will just come book services and say, okay, they need like a bus to carry them to so place, then bring them back so place. Yeah.
Do you know how much that will be, like just in general?
Honestly, I don't know because I've never tried to like ask for the
Okay,
rates.
fair enough. Now, like, what then do the full-time drivers do during that summer break? Like, have you been able to speak to any long-term full-time drivers?
The full time drivers, most of them, like the thing is that the only full time drivers that we actually have are like trainers, the people that are actually training. Because most of all the other drivers are like, okay, I won't say they are part time. Some are part time, some are full time. So full time based like on the hours that they work.
Okay, so how many hours is full-time?
Full time, I think full time normal 40 hours.
40
in a
hours,
week.
okay.
It's just that some of them, like for me, I don't get up to 40 hours in a week.
Okay.
But there are some drivers that they get up to 40 hours because of their routes, and also because they are also like, we also have normal school bus drivers who are also charter drivers.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so in a week they do charters and they also do school bus too.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. All right. Now, this is a bit of a sensitive question, so I'm going to take it a bit slow.
Okay.
So, just if you're on the internet in general, you usually see stories about children being bullied on buses. You see stories about fights breaking out on buses as well. And I wonder, like, during your 3-week training, did they ever mention like those kinds of situations, and did they like give you guys tips or instruct you guys on how to handle things like that, just with the kids themselves?
Yes. So during our training, we also do like so apart from like conflict, we also do students management.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they'll teach us how to like manage certain situations. So situations of if a fight breaks up in the bus, then if maybe a student is trying to harm the driver, if
That happens?
yeah, it could happen sometimes because you know how we have like their special needs kids.
Yes.
Yes. So some of them, there are certain things that they do that they may not have control of.
Yeah.
Yes. So usually what happens is that on the buses there are harnesses that they use for them. So to like keep them restrained on the bus,
Yeah.
so they don't harm themselves or harm anyone
Mm-hmm.
or harm like other students on the bus.
Yeah.
But sometimes there can be situations that they may accidentally get out of those harnesses. So sometimes to be safe, so we have to like have like management training on how we're going to manage the situation and make sure they don't harm the students or harm also
Other
harm
people.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And like that really like acquiesces my fears, because every single time I feel like the first few videos I watched when I was old enough to have access to the internet were fights, and it was like regular students fighting in the parking lot, or like they're fighting on the school bus, or like they're bullying themselves on the school bus as well. And I feel like is a usual trope in even movies as well,
Yeah.
where like you see maybe the bully getting one up on
Yeah.
one of the other
bus.
kids on the bus. Yeah. My final question as we come to a close is, have you just mentioned now that most of the full-time, at least long-term employees of the company that you work with are usually trainers,
Yeah.
who obviously also know how to like drive the bus, and some of them are also like chartered drivers as well.
Yeah.
Do they have any like one thing that they complain about the most? Like, do they complain the most about parents or students, or even like teaching staff, or like school staff in general? Or do they complain about maybe management, or just in general? Do they have like one specific aspect of the job that really grinds their gears? And if they do, what do you think could solve it?
The only thing that I've heard like my trainers and all of them like full-time drivers complain about is winter. That's what, because honestly the winter is so annoying
How
for
so?
school bus drivers. Because imagine waking up 6 a.m. in the morning. You wake up, you clear your own vehicle,
True.
you drive to your workplace, you reach there, you see your bus filled with snow.
I didn't know you guys had to clear the vehicle. I thought you guys have like a loading dock where you drive into and then you cover it's in
Oh.
like a house or some kind of huge basement.
See, I wish that was the case.
Stop it!
I wish that was the case because
I'm offended on their behalf.
I wish that was the case because honestly, there was a morning that I woke up. I woke up late. I said, okay, let me quickly get ready. I go outside. I cleared the car. After clearing the car, I now went to the bus. Like I got to the bus space
Mm-hmm.
only for me to reach out. The most funny thing is that when I finished clearing that car, something should have just reminded me in my head that I still have to go and clear bus. I reached the base. I said, oh God, I've forgotten that we have to clear bus too.
Why don't they provide tarpaulin, like something to cover the bus so you guys can just like rip it off?
I feel, hopefully, maybe I'll suggest it. I'll suggest it for them.
Please.
Because honestly,
Because that's a lot.
I saw it one day. I think one driver maybe he bought his own personal cover for like the windshield. 'Cause I saw a driver like during the winter, like cover their windshield with their own like a personal distance. So when they got there the next day, they just ripped it off and cleared up the snow. I was like, that's smart. I think this is something I'm going to get into too.
And that's an idea.
An idea really.
My
Because
goodness.
honestly, the day that I think clearing snow off the bus is even better. Icy rain was bad.
Yeah.
Icy rain was bad.
How are you even going to, did they give you guys your own,
Yeah, no, like
personal-
each bus has a scraper inside.
Okay.
Yeah. So honestly, even to scrape it, it was so hard. Because imagine like a normal car windshield is already a bus windshield is so big.
Yeah.
You don't have to start scraping and scraping.
I wonder, like the steps that students like use to get on the bus. Does this ice over as well?
Oh no, it doesn't.
Okay, good.
It doesn't.
Okay, good.
And it's the way they make it. So if you have snow or ice on you can just step on it and it will clear.
And so brush it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it'll
good.
brush it off.
That's good. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. This was a really fun episode. I really enjoyed talking to you about this. And hopefully you're back here again in like a PM role where we
Honestly.
can talk to you about like project management as well and get your insights.
Yeah.
Bye. See you guys in the next one.